Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us tonight for the CMSC Celebration Summer Night Celebration. My name is Amy Perrin Ross, and I am Chair of the Abstract Committee for the Consortium of Multiple Sclerosis Centers. Right now, I'd like to give a very big thank you to all of our presenters and all of the people who submitted abstracts for review for our CMSC 2020 annual meeting. We had a tremendous response this year. There were 21 abstracts that were selected for platform presentation. There were 207 abstracts that were presented or submitted for poster presentation, and 8 abstracts that were submitted as part of the late-breaking abstract information. Despite many of the COVID-19 challenges, each one of you and our authors have really risen to the occasion to make sure that they were able to participate virtually and provide this wonderful educational opportunity to the folks that have signed on, who have joined the CMSC virtual meeting and are joining our Summer Night virtual celebration tonight. Some of the categories that were included in our presentations, both platform as well as posters, included, for the first time this year, a number of case reports, which were really very interesting individual cases that were seen by clinicians throughout the world and presented for us. Sometimes challenges in diagnosis, sometimes challenges in treatment, sometimes some interesting outcomes. So I think that was really one of the things that was a great addition to our abstract portfolio this year. We also had presentations on complementary and alternative therapies, disease-modifying therapies. We looked at posters on epidemiology and the genetics of MS, as well as family-focused interventions. Other topics included information about imaging, certainly something that is a constantly evolving topic. We had some interesting submissions on internet topics, and my guess is that for 2021, we'll probably have quite an increase in those, hopefully with those of you listening tonight, considering presenting your experiences with things like virtual visits, phone visits, computer visits, and the challenges and the wins that we accomplished throughout this COVID-19 epidemic. In addition, this year we've had a number of presentations on methods of care, as well as multidisciplinary care, because as you know, the Consortium of MS Centers is basically a organization with a ever-expanding audience, from physicians and nurse practitioners to physiotherapists, neuropsychologists, social workers, and many of our partners in industry, as well as patient support organizations. We also had a number of different presentations on neuroimmunology. And again, I would imagine that for 2021, and would hope that we would receive a number of abstracts submitted addressing the issues of COVID-19 and the whole impact on neuroimmunology. Other categories that we looked at were neuropsychology, some biomarkers. We looked at programs and services. Again, basically presentations that were put forth by many of our partners, such as the National Multiple Sclerosis Society, the Multiple Sclerosis Association of America, and the Multiple Sclerosis Foundation. We also looked at psychosocial issues, as well as quality of life, because as each one of us knows, quality of life is really what it comes down to for our patients living with MS every day. Additional categories included rehab. We had a tremendous number of rehab presentations this year, somewhere upwards of 40 rehabilitation presentations with various different aspects of of rehab being considered. We also looked at relapse assessment and management, as well as for some strategies for self-care and symptom management. So we really hope that you are going to join us for the next hour to participate in discussions with those poster presenters who have made themselves available for the discussions this evening, one-on-one discussions related to their posters or their abstracts. I'd also invite you to watch your inboxes for the CMSC 2021 call for abstracts, ideally out and in your inboxes sometime this fall. I'd also like to thank my co-chair, Dr. Carrie Hirsch, as well as the CMSC staff and June Halper for the tremendous amount of work they did to pull this meeting together in a virtual reality situation in such an incredibly short period of time. And finally, celebrate. Thanks for all that you do.